Oh hey you, what up? Welcome to my channel, welcome back, Maryam here. This video is part 2 of what's new in makeup. I just conducted part 1 a few days ago. Lo and behold, there's more new makeup and there's more things for me to test out and slap onto this face that you see here. So this is the look, this is what I came up with. Kind of fresh, very summery, colorful, as some of you wanted to see. So here we are. And I'm excited. I'm here for all of this. There's lots of newness, lots of different brands, some of which you know very well, others that you may or may not have heard of. So let's jump right into it. Subscribe if you aren't already. Wednesdays and Sundays videos. Notification bell. Drink please. And now let's get into it. What's new in makeup? Part 2. Only 3 short days after part 1. Let's hit it. As always, no new primer. What else is new? I am determined to finish this MaryamNYC Blurring Balm Powder. And also I'm using it because I'm super curious about how this will pair with a new product that I'm testing today that I actually already tested over the course of the week. But now I need to test it in my own way, if you know what I mean. All right, I'll tell you what I mean. If you follow me on IG, then you probably already know that this week I was away in the Berkshires in Massachusetts with Jane Iredale, the brand, and also the woman. I got to meet the woman behind the brand who started one of the first, if not the first, clean makeup brands. Jane Iredale. And I'll be completely transparent and honest with you guys. I had heard of this brand before. I even remember as a little girl seeing ads in my mom's fashion magazine for this brand, but I've never actually tried it. The first time that I tried it was literally this week, and I was really intrigued. I was impressed with the fact that this brand has been around for so long, for nearly 30 years, and the fact that it is one of the first clean makeup brands. And now there are so many clean makeup brands, but this one was a pioneer at its time. Now that I've applied my primer, I wanted to show you this powder foundation, which is a mineral powder foundation from Jane. And during the trip, I actually got a chance to attend a masterclass for Jane with their lead educator and national makeup artist, Sean Town. Now I kind of know a little bit about the product, and so I want to show you naturally. This is the first time that this brand is being featured on my channel, and this is a product that I'm particularly interested in. So there's actually a brush that goes with this powder, and this is what it looks like. But I'll be honest with you, this brush is just a little bit too flimsy for my liking. I want something a little bit more dense, so I'm going to choose a Laura Lee Los Angeles L11 brush, which is essentially a similar brush, but the bristles are just a little bit shorter and they're a little bit more densely packed. So basically what you do is you swirl this flat brush in there and then you apply this powder foundation down. Watch. I'm gonna actually grab a mirror so you could really see what I'm doing. This one downwards motion covers up all your pores and bumps, so it really helps in smoothing the texture of your skin. This is something that I live for in makeup. The fact that it's clean is great, and the fact that it has mineral, not chemical SPF is even better. SPF 20 is what I believe this offers, and the shade that I'm wearing is Golden Glow, which kind of matches my natural skin tone, but it definitely does not match my neck or the rest of me. So for that, I actually use shade Latte. I don't currently have that one, but I love that shade because it has such a nice natural olive undertone. It doesn't look orange whatsoever. So on the trip, what I was impressed by the most is that Jane Iredale, the woman, is kind of like a local celebrity at the Berkshires. Practically everyone in their town or in their village of Great Barrington works for the brand, and they are so proud to be working for this woman and for this brand. She has done a lot to build up the community there. She's purchased some farmlands for some farmers who were in danger of losing the farm, and who now, thanks to Jane, continue to live on this farm. And there's tons of stories like this that I was told, and I don't know how old this woman is, considering the fact that she had a full-blown career in film. She was a casting director for major movie networks. I'm guessing she is probably in her 80s at this point. So to me, her story is very, very inspiring, and it's very motivating. To be able to have several successful careers in different industries is a really big accomplishment. And then to be able to give back to your community is an even better accomplishment, honestly. So as you can see, I've just been applying this foundation. I've just been layering it and adding it on, and it still looks like my skin. It doesn't look heavy or cakey or makeup-y. It just looks so seamless and so natural. This wears very well. I love the fact that it has a matte finish and not so full of a coverage that it looks like makeup. You can definitely sheer it out in certain parts where you want your freckles to show through like I'm doing, or you can pile it on those spots where you may have some acne acne scars. You could even take a small brush and kind of concentrate it on those blemishes like I'm doing now. So this is a product that they're known for. This is not a new product. It's a new product for me, and of course on this channel, so I wanted to show it to you. This is definitely up my alley. I'm always looking for a really great quality, great wearing powder foundation, and I feel like this one just might be the one. I definitely need to grab my hands on a couple more shades, specifically Latte, which is the shade that I would wear in the summertime. But even this as a base with the right bronzer, which I do have a bronzer to test out as well, this is really nice. Look at the skin finish. This looks great in my monitor, but it also looks really good in my mirror. It looks very natural, and it was so quick and so easy to apply. Let me show you a close-up. Check it out. I don't know about you, but I am pretty impressed. And on one of the days, I was actually wearing this powder almost all day, from like 10 o'clock in the morning all the way up until like 5 or 6 p.m. and it wore surprisingly well. I did get a little bit oily in the center of my face, but that's because I'm super oily and that's to be expected. But once I blotted it off, it went back to this very natural matte look. I'm intrigued, I'm impressed, and I just had to share. Let me know if you guys have heard of this product. Let me know if you have heard of Jane and her brand. I'm really curious to get your feedback on this because, like I said, this is a brand that I remember seeing in magazines when I was a little kid, but I kind of forgot about it, honestly, because I have not really seen them on social. And then once I was invited on the brand trip, I was like, oh my God, one of the first clean makeup brands? Of course I want to go. And of course I want to meet the founder, duh. So anyway, I'm really honored and I'm just really happy that I was able to be there. Next thing I'm gonna do, now that we've powdered down, is actually use a couple more of their products. I'm gonna reach for this bronzer and also their bronzer brush. This bronzer also has a matte but slightly more natural of a finish than the foundation. And by foundation, I mean powder foundation. This brush is really great for bronzing up and for rounding out the forehead. I love how warm it is, but not orange. I love that you can chisel out the features with this brush if you need to, but also kind of diffuse the product and apply it all over. Really, really seamless, really intuitive application. That's kind of how I felt about their complexion products. Very, very intuitive. And by no means am I required to say any of this. I'm not even required to make this video. This is in no way in sponsorship with them or anything like that. I actually just wanted to show you my findings and talk about a brand that, quite honestly, you don't often hear about on social. And I'm not sure why. Because from what I've learned, they are actually in 70 countries. They have tons of distributors all over the world. Perhaps their target audience skews a little bit older, but I'm glad they're reaching out and I'm glad they're trying to get a younger audience by having brand trips with influencers, many of whom were very, very young. So yeah, that's essentially the face. I feel like I need a little bit more on the jaw. I love the way that looks. That looks so fresh and so easy, sun-kissed and seamless. And granted, I know my skin right now is on the good side. I don't have too many blemishes or too many problems, but I have a feeling this is something that is so easy that it'll probably work on my skin when it's breaking out at its worst, you know? All right, so those were the two new-ish for me, but perhaps not new for the industry products that I wanted to show you. Now I'm gonna reach for something hot off the press, something new from Valentino Beauty. This is their Liquirosso Lip and Blush Blur Liquid matte color in the shade 22A Rosso Valentino. This to me looks like a liquid lipstick. I'm not actually sure how to apply it. Perhaps there's some directions here. Basically, this is meant to be a lipstick and also a blush. I'm gonna try to be careful and apply just a little bit with an actual brush. So I'm just gonna take this Sculpt brush, pick up a little bit of color. I'm gonna stipple some onto the high points of my cheeks. My God, this is so pretty. Very, very pretty. And it lays so beautifully on top of that powder foundation, which seems like a shocker, but I knew it was gonna work because, like I said, I attended the masterclass and this powder foundation can absolutely work with creams or powders. And just look how seamless. All right, I'm gonna pick up a little bit more product. I'm gonna see if I can dot a little bit onto my actual cheeks. Just a couple of dots, not too much. And quickly buff that out. That seems to have worked. I really, really like this color, almost like a strawberry makeup type of color. I'm gonna raise this up high onto my cheekbones and also bring it down right here into the center of the face, a little bit on the nose. I gotta say I'm impressed. I'm gonna save this for later, perhaps try on the lips. For now, I'm gonna go back to Jane, and this is actually one of the products that they just launched, one of their concealers. I have it here in shade 8N, and get this concealer does not actually need to be set with powder. I'm applying just the tiniest amount to my under eye, And I'm gonna blend that out with my finger, just like that. I'm gonna add a little more and also kind of raise it up into the temple. So the warmth of your finger is what sort of sets it. It melts it onto the skin, and then it locks it in there for good. Again, I wore this on a very warm day for a good 8 hours at least, and it absolutely did not crease. It looked so beautiful on. I just had to show you, and I had to test it on camera. All right, I'm gonna add a couple of dots right here in between my eyebrows. This I think I'm gonna blend out with a brush, just for a little bit of brightness. A little bit goes a long way. Perfect. Okay, my brows are already done. I don't have any new brow products to test out or to show you. Pretty much been using the same method, the Rare Beauty brow gel that's still not out yet, just gluing it to my skin, and a little bit of the Dominique Cosmetics pencil to just fill out the tail ends. And that's pretty much it. All right, I'm really curious about this. This was probably the first Valentino product that I tried that I'm actually interested in. Really curious to see the texture of this. Okay, so this feels very much like a moussey tint, very K-beauty like, very blotted and very beautiful. Though I'm not sure I like the blotted look on me, just because my lip line is not very defined. It's already quite blotted, and so for me, I far prefer defining it. I just think that looks better on me, but I'll leave it like this for now, even though it looks a little bit clownish. Actually, I'm gonna go totally out of order, and because I like to work in a way where I build up my makeup and I like to enjoy what I see in the monitor, so I'm gonna fix this lip real quick before I move on. So I'm gonna grab this Huda Beauty lip pencil in the shade Pinky Brown. I'm just gonna define my lip shape. Okay, so much better, so much better. Moving on, I've been meaning to test out these liquid eyeshadows slash liners from Half Magic Beauty. They've been sitting here for a while, and I think I need to get to them today because the colors are so fun and so pretty. We've got all these fairy-like whimsical colors. Half of them are shimmery, half are matte. I wanna do something fun. All right, we've got 2 shimmery shades in like a lavender or periwinkle and pinky. And we've got 4 matte shades, 2 greens and 2 purples. I'm gonna go for this lavender shimmery shade first. I'm gonna apply this all over the center of my lid, and then I'm gonna blend it out with a brush. Of course, as always, my camera cut off as I was blending out this eyeshadow, but I will say this is absolutely gorgeous. This is so fun, so pretty, so whimsical and ethereal. I love the iridescence of this eyeshadow. I love how easy it was to use. I love the amount of sparkles to liquid. So the spacing between the sparkles is perfect on the lids. Like, this is my kind of sparkly eyeshadow. It is perfection. The only thing that's not perfection is this Refer brush that keeps shedding all the hairs. Ooh. All right, so now for the second color, I definitely want to do some sort of a liner. I'm thinking purple or maybe the periwinkle or maybe both. I do have a cute little brush. All right, I am gonna go in with the purple first. Just gonna pick it up on this brush. This shade is called Crown Please, and the first shade that I used is called Baby Bunny. Oh my God, so cute. I'm gonna line this lid very gently and wing it out like that. These 2 colors are very, very similar, so there isn't much contrast, but I kind of appreciate that. I wanted this look to be very easy. Ooh, stunning. Okay, now I'm gonna pick up a little bit of that periwinkle color. This one is called Lavy Winkle. Exactly. I'm gonna pop this one into the inner portion like that. Ooh! And then kind of just blend in with that wing. This is super, super pretty. I kind of want to go somewhere, and I've recently become such a homebody. I never want to go anywhere, but when makeup tells me that it wants to be seen, that tells me a lot. And right now, the way I'm feeling, this makeup is telling me that it wants to be seen, so maybe I'm gonna listen. Next, we have a new mascara, and it is from none other than Benefit. It is their new Trip Out on Fanned Out Lashes Fan Fest Mascara. Now, let me tell you a little story about this. When Benefit launched this, Beyonce happened to be in town here in New York, or in Jersey rather, and Benefit was kind enough to invite me to the concert, and I absolutely love Beyonce. I've seen her concerts before. She is incredible, the best performer of our time after Michael Jackson. Sadly, I couldn't attend the concert because I had a wedding to attend that very day, but here we are. And I'm excited to test out this mascara. Thank you, Benefit, for the invite and for sending me what I had missed out on. So I'm gonna curl my lashes. This is the Refer Lash Curler. Ooh, it is very hot in this room. My hair is getting a little bit annoying. All right, so I'm not sure exactly what this is supposed to do, but judging by the packaging, this is supposed to fan out your lashes. This has a nice non-gimmicky wand up my alley. And let's see. Generally, I'm a big fan of Benefit mascaras. I love their Bad Gal Bang mascara, one of my absolute favorites from them. And this one seems promising. I mean, you guys can probably tell better than I can. When a mascara is good, it literally shows you my lashes. When the mascara is not good, you can't really see my lashes and appreciate them. That's just how it is. So this, judging by the first coat, is a very light formula, but it is very lash defining. I can definitely tell the difference between this side and this side. The lashes look separated. They look fanned out for sure. And the formula is not weighing down the curl. If this looks good on me, imagine how it will look on you, especially if you have longer, fuller lashes than I do. All right, let's do one more coat. Although I like the way that this is looking, I don't think it's needing a second coat. But I will say the second coat is absolutely not clumping up the lashes. It's just making them a little bit thicker, which is nice because that's an unusual effect, at least for me. So this tells me that the formula is thin enough to be doubled up without clumps. And now this will definitely make my lashes more visible. Look at that. Totally pops against that periwinkle liner. Here for it. This is actually impressive. Is it me? Or do my lashes look dramatically longer and fuller? Okay, Benefit. Surprised, but not really surprised. I mean, they're known for their mascaras. Their mascaras are great. They've always been a fave of mine. Roller Lash, Bad Gal Bang, and now FanFest. So far, a hit. For the highlighter, I have this SHEGLAM Snatch and Glow Stick. I know not everyone is a fan of SHEGLAM. And I'll be honest, I don't really know much about them, but they've recently been sending a lot of products to my fan mail PO box, which is fine. So I'm not gonna not test it, you know? Okay, this feels nice and balmy, very easy on the skin. Totally works with the blush and with the powder foundation. I'm actually even further impressed with Jane's powder foundation. This has been able to handle so many layers of makeup on top without getting cakey, without getting heavy looking or makeup-y. That's really a testament. The way that I was taught in the master class was that you should spritz some setting spray or one of Jane's mists in between the layers. I'm not really a huge mist girl. I don't know, my skin is so oily that less product is always more for me. I always find that those mists just add a little bit of stickiness to my skin and they make my oils come out even more. So I tend to stay away from those. But man, as is, I gotta say, outside of the lips, the makeup is really nice. The lips are cute too without the eyes, but these are like two separate looks, if you know what I mean. Which actually brings me to the lips. And for the lips, I have a number of new products to test out. But the one that I'm particularly interested in is actually a new gloss from Dominique Cosmetics, from my girl Kristen. So what I'm gonna do is blot off a little bit of this redness from my lips. I think we get it. I think we appreciate it. Oh, we ain't going nowhere. Oh, this is a lip stain, baby. Oh, okay. I'm gonna need some micellar water here. Okay, I'm gonna quickly reline. And now for something a little bit more neutral or playful. Got a nice, beautiful peachy color here, which will go perfect with the lavender. We also have a strawberry lemonade. Very summery, but not the color I'm going for. We have a bunch of pretty nudes. Also a purple. So it's clear to me that I'm gonna go for the peach tea. I just love the way that peach looks with purple, and I think this is gonna be perfect. What this is a hydrating lip gloss. Top ingredient is sunflower seed oil, which will definitely hydrate and nourish those lips. So let's go for it. Oh, I knew it. I knew it! I knew this was gonna be perfect. I love a pigmented gloss that is not too thick, that you could easily sheer out and then double up if you want more color. So I always like to apply a little bit more color to the center of the mouth, like that. And oh my god, suddenly the complexion is alive. Let me actually quickly zhuzh up this hair and present you with my final look, which is this very easygoing, summery, airy, fairy-like, colorful look that is actually very easy to achieve. What do we think? I'll tell you what I think. I am in love with this whole eye look. The eye look is just so fresh. It's so inviting. It's so mesmerizing to look at just because of the different color shifting sparkles and the purple lavender ombre-esque type of liner. Plus the lashes that look natural but so defined and so much longer and fuller than I'm used to seeing them. I love the combo with the lips. I just feel like purple or lavender and peach always go so well together. It's such a great combo, especially for the summertime, especially on bronzed up skin. It just always looks so so happy to me. And someone mentioned in one of my previous videos that they haven't seen me play with color, that a couple of my last looks have all been looking the same, and I definitely do not want to head in that direction. So I'm so happy to play with color in this video, and I'm really happy with the way that this look turned out. I really like the complexion. I love the whole cheek combo with the bronzer, the blush, and the highlighter. This whole area here just looks very dressed up to me, but in an understated kind of way. Not dressed up to go to an event, but dressed up for the summer, dressed up to go to the park, to do something fun, to take pictures, to be happy, you know? I love the complexion. I like the way that the Jane powder paired with the Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm powder underneath as a primer. I feel like that was a really good match and a good choice made by me, if I do say so myself. And I will probably continue wearing it this way. I'm just gonna do one more thing. I'm gonna add one more product, my Bare Minerals Original Mineral Veil, right on top for that extra flawlessness. And I think that did it. I feel like that put the final finishing touch onto this makeup look, and I am just so pleased. I really do want to go outside and I want to change my whole day around just to enjoy this makeup. This actually has not happened in a while, especially in a testing new makeup or what's new in makeup video. That says a lot. That says a lot to me and probably to you as well. So definitely let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you have any questions about any of the products that I showed here today. Let me know if you have tried them before. Definitely let me know if you have heard of or have tried Jane Iredale's products. I really want to hear from you, so sound off, comments below. And on that final note, I am gonna zoom on out. I'm gonna invite you to check out more of my videos over here, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out. I'm out. Deuces!